What's up, you guys? It's Zamara, and today is the day following the day of the election results. Um, and yeah, I got plenty of rest, and I feel like I am ready to just pretty much continue the discussion that I meant to do yesterday, but you guys know, given the turn of events. Anyway, um, so now that I have meditated on it for the last couple of hours, I didn't exactly just wake up right now. I was just laying down in bed for about an hour or two, and I just let my mind just flow as much as it wanted to. And I want to create the most objective and unbiased opinion that I have, like my own opinion, not taking what I liked that everybody else was saying that I agreed with and then saying it myself. No, this is going to be 100% me because I have cleared my mind. There's nothing plaguing me right now. So here I go. So, what I know about our elect president now is that, well, the initial impression I had, let me put it this way, is that he is not really going to take the job seriously, which you have to take this job seriously given everything that is at stake. And honestly, I thought that he was running for president only to just be on the spot for a bit, keep it entertaining and prove some points. Such as, for instance, there was this one time when he said, "Oh, I could shoot somebody and people would support me." You know, what he's trying to say is that when you are an idol of some sort, people tend to lose reason. When you have a lot of people who love you and support you and you have a lot of money and resources, it's like you just forget sometimes that you are living in a bubble, as a matter of fact, and that what happens to you is not exactly what happens to everybody else. You know, um, So, when it comes to politics, the thing that gets me of it is these politicians talk and talk and talk about, what the issues are. And all right, great. At least you acknowledge that there is a problem. But you have to be at the level constantly to be able to understand what this is about. And what I mean by that is, for instance, when people talk about race, how can you be a person who is not of the corresponding race that you're discussing and claim to know the hardships of belonging to such a race? That I have a problem with, and this is old. I pretty much have this opinion ever since, I want to say, since my first participation in the elections, given that I was trying to be as informed as possible, and this was back in 2012. You guys know. Um, and what gets me about all this is that I understand why people are behaving like this is a national tragedy, because based on the way Donald Trump was manifesting, he was not fit. He did not seem fit for this position. Um, didn't seem prepared, didn't seem like he knew what he was talking about. So now he's really just going to have to get himself together, and he's going to have a bunch of people to talk to, a bunch of advisors, people who are going to fill him in on stuff. Like, as far as I know, he's supposed to meet with Obama today or something. So, he's going to know pretty much the state of the country, state of the union, whatever. And, hopefully from there he'll just, just become serious. We need someone who takes this seriously and who is active about resolving problems. I don't want for Donald Trump to fail. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, We need someone who's going to get things done. That's no secret. And it doesn't matter what his name is, honestly, what his past is, because, from what we have read, he's done some horrible stuff to people and, women and people of other color, immigrants, and whatever. But since he has the position, like I'm saying, I hope that what he said on his speech, he takes it seriously, which is, pretty much bringing everybody together and respecting everybody regardless of your race, your etc. I just really hope that happens. Even if he was the most unlikely candidate for me to approve of, um, he will have my respect as he earns it. So he already has some respect because he made it to be president. So that means that the man did his job, I guess, whether it was horrible in my eyes or whether he did good or not. People elected him, so he cannot be completely, out of the game, like just crazy. So, um, yeah, right now, ever since yesterday, pretty much, I have had moments when I've just felt confused. Like, I don't know how we got these results. I mean, I know people voted, the Electoral College voted, but it's just, I thought that it was going to be so close, the result, but I genuinely thought Hillary Clinton was going to get it. But at the same time, I know how she messed that opportunity up for herself and then let this clown pretty much beat her. Right? But yeah, you guys, the point I'm trying to get across is, was Donald Trump the guy I was looking at to be president? No. Hillary Clinton? No. But since one of them obviously made it, let's just wish them the best and encourage them to do good as opposed to condemning them already by saying, he's not my president, or she's not my president, or, we have a bigot in the White House, etc. Those things may be true. That's the way you feel. I want to respect your feelings because I have my feelings too. You guys know what happened to me last night. So I feel pretty broken right now. But that's the thing. This is what they want. I feel like they want for us, the people who they control, put it that way, to be fighting against each other, to be divided. When we are united, anything is possible in this world. So, but when we are divided like this, we become easier to control. Let's not let them do that. If we want to see change, let's do something about it. There are many ways in which you can bring about change. And historically, we have stuff like, you know, protesting may get you somewhere. But when you actively participate in something or refuse to participate in something, that tends to work. Like, for instance, I don't want to encourage violence out there, but say something like that happened. That's going to get their attention. Like, recently we had those Charlotte protests where everything was starting to get a little wild. That got people's attention, you know. Let your anger be felt. Let your sadness be felt. It's not all in vain. And then someone was telling me, which I agree with, is if you want to see a difference, just boycott some crap. And that's true because when you hurt people in their pockets, they tend to pay attention to you and take issues more seriously and go about finding a resolution. So, you guys, you have your feelings of sadness and anger and disappointment, or if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, you're excited and you're happy that you got the outcome that you desired. Congratulations. But do not take that as a justification to be mean and cruel to other people. Because these other people had an opinion that deferred from yours for good reason. For, you may have your good reasons for supporting the winning candidate, but people also had their good reasons to oppose him. So for me, I'm all about respect. I have not bashed at anybody, lashed at anybody. So, you know, let's just get together and express ourselves, which we are doing. But let's not let that affect our lives personally and at home, because that is when they win. And by they, I mean the bad people, the problems, the home wreckers. So, all right, you guys, that is all that I have for you at the moment. I know that this isn't exactly my best video. I just wanted to ramble and talk and say stuff and get this out of the way, so that's why I'm just holding the camera right from the comfort of, my warm bed. And yeah, you guys, I hope to read from you. Let me know what you think. What has happened to you? How has this affected you? And how do you fear it is going to affect you? Um, like I said, please do not let it get out of control like it did for me. I wasn't expecting that at all, and it's nonsense. It's not supposed to be happening. Don't let it happen. All right, you guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I shall see you soon.